So yeah, I'm just out here scrolling these internet streets and I ran into this on Reddit. Am I overreacting? My husband spent our extra money and forgot to pay a bill. Oh, child. So let's see these texts. It says, I don't think I can. This is the husband, I'm assuming, and the husband is gray, she's blue, I'm assuming. He says, I don't think I can. She said, what? We're running out. You're off at 7, but we close at 8:30. He says, blank is trying to take my money. She says, babe, how are we gonna feed the baby? He says, I don't know what to do. She says, I can't do this anymore, babe. He says, same. She said, no, babe, I'm talking about with you. He says, what? Why? She says, because you're financially illiterate and immature. I just had to ask my mom for formula money. It's embarrassing. I'm drowning with you. I can't do it anymore. He responded to the because you're financially illiterate and immature, I just had to ask my mom for formula money by saying, don't put this all on me, babe. She said, okay, well, maybe we need to reevaluate. He said, did we get formula money yet? What you doing? This is you and your man. What is he doing? You don't care about the baby? I need some more information. I'm hoping that she said something else. So here's what she said. She said, for reference, I'm a 22-year-old female and my husband is 21. They're married. We have a 4-month old and we both work. I am part time and he is full time. He has racked up debt from buying car parts and eventually crashing a car last November that he only had for 4 months. He's not ready for marriage, young lady. I have his back always, but started getting upset because he wasn't helping to buy groceries and other things, but talks about getting a boat. To put where? Buy a boat with what? You don't even have formula money. He makes purchases without thinking and spent $400 for a pool membership without telling me because he thought he had money left over from bills. Turns out he forgot one. Why is he still the one that's running the finances? If we've come to the realization, if that's your man and you sticking by him, that's your man, your man, your man, and you realize that he's terrible with the finances, why aren't you the one in charge of money and making sure the bills are paid then? Like, give me this, give me that, give me this amount, da da da. That's work though. But okay, again, married, this is your husband, we're doing this for life. Aren't you taking responsibility for that? I'm gonna tell you, by his behavior, I would hate for them to have to co-parent because she's gonna have to put him on child support. I know it sounds crazy, but look at the behavior already. They're in the same household, and she has to be begging her mom to cover bills because he bought car parts and paid $400 for a pool membership. Oh, you know what? He needed a $400 full pool membership. He was gonna put the boat there. And I mean, like, come on now. My man can't afford to buy his kid formula, but he wants the boat. Okay, he's trying to be on the water to see the house. Okay. Anyways, not only that I not only that I kept my car payment in a share account and he took it to pay for that bill. So now I'm 2 weeks late. And he said he thought they took the money already. Even though I told him multiple times not to touch it, he didn't think nothing. He did what he wants to do. He's not ready for marriage. He's 21. This doesn't apply to everybody, but for some people, for you to get married at 19, 20, 21, 22, you have to be mature. And he's not mature. So you married a boy that has not developed yet. He's not ready for the responsibility of you and that kid. And unfortunately, you're going up a statistic, sis. I hate this for you. Mm. Then proceeds to say, we can split the payment I owe. And I told him I already had the money. He just took it. So I'm not splitting it. He said he didn't realize he took all of it. I'm tired of feeling bad for him. He's financially illiterate, and I'm drawing a line with it affecting our child. And he never problem solves. It's always me. And I'm the one who had to start mapping out which bills get taken out, what check, because he always forgot. Let's hop into the comments. I don't have nothing much to say because we already see where this is going. Book Environmental says, do not back down. He spent the baby's food money. The fact that she's over here asking, am I overreacting is crazy. But you know what? I'm coming to realize that sometimes people just need somebody to talk to. Sometimes people just want their feelings to be validated, especially if she loves him. The fact that they're this young and married, they probably been dating since high school. She probably really do love him. You understand me? And so therefore, it's so hard for her to acknowledge what is actually going on, and she just want to make sure she's not crazy. So that's why she's over here at. Am I the problem? Because I don't understand what's going on here. Unfortunately, you're not the problem. You contributed to the problem, but you're not the problem. You chose a man to lead a household that can't lead. A part of leading is problem solving. A part of leading is being responsible and accountable. A part, a part of him protecting and providing. He's not even protecting his child from hunger. I mean, he's gonna protect the boat because he's gonna put it in the pool house. But he's not ready. He's 21 and he's not ready. He's trying to stand up to his responsibilities, but he's failing. And you can stick by him, but you're gonna be taken through the mud. You're gonna be taken through the mud. You just had a 4 month baby. You know you're trying to bond with him, but I would tell you to not have another baby for now. If you plan to stay with him, because I'm not here to tell you to leave him, but if you're planning to stay with him, you better not get pregnant. He's not ready to have two responsibilities, and I'm telling you, if you guys get to a place where you have to co-parent, the bulk of that responsibility is going to be on you, baby girl. You sound mature enough to handle this. He does not. He's not ready for this. Tiny Monster says he literally took food from your child's mouth. Do the right thing. Mm. Is Delightful says you can get out now, or you can wish you'd gotten out a decade from now when he's dragged you even further into debt and bad money management. Ask me how I know. Mm. Palm Top says pool membership. He stole food out of your baby's mouth for a pool membership, girl. Then he says, don't put that all on me. After he spent all the money, you want to buy a boat to put in the pool. Man, listen, Lord, I hope this type of relationship never finds you. Because being with somebody that's financially literate, and I'm not saying the most literate person financially, right? But when it's affecting the household, when you're making your baby go hungry because you pay for a pool, you swim that much. Are you about to be a part of the Olympic team? Because if you're not, I'm gonna need my 400 back with the quickness too. I don't know what you got to go down and telling people, but you better be. Ah. Little Screechy says, if you have zero savings, a $400 pool membership is a crazy purchase. My husband makes good money, and I wouldn't even consider a $400 pool membership. The lake is free. I think he just wants somewhere to put the boat. He's just telling us that it's a pool membership. Cut your losses, run your life, and take care of your baby. Take him to court for child support. He sounds like the type to not pay. Head doctor says this is the way. The court will make sure it comes right from his check so his dumb behind can't spend it on himself first or forget to pay entirely. Don't ever take him off that support either. Thank you says, and he won't have to worry about missing the payments. They'll take it right out of his check before he gets the money. That's if he has a job. If he quit working and start working under the table, what you gonna do? Somebody says, I was waiting to see this. Like, what? If I have 400 at the end of the month after paying bills, I don't go and spend it on something. The goal isn't to be at zero at the end of the month. What is going on these days? It's not these days. It's always been going on. It's always been going on. And when you check with some of these men and some of these women, some of these situations why they went to get milk is because she was holding him responsible. She was holding him accountable. So he went to get milk because the child isn't. I don't want to have to cover these kids and this household no more. I'm gonna go somewhere where ain't no responsibility there. I'm out. Peace. He couldn't even afford the milk when he left to get the milk. He should have known his ass wasn't coming back. Rapping Raccoon says, nah. But I also love did we get formula money yet? Did you get it? Bro, what? This guy is crazy. I don't know if he's been babied his whole life or if he doesn't understand that infants can pass away from dehydration during this phase and they really only drink formula or breast milk for the hydration. Like, what is bro thinking? I don't understand. I wouldn't even let this clown get visitation and I'm a father. I'd rather starve myself than let my baby go hungry. Ain't no way this guy is for real. Rapping Raccoon, you are mature. Rapping Raccoon, you might even be younger than this 21-year-old, but you are mature. You are ready to stand up to your responsibilities and be accountable for your actions. You're ready probably to take care of a family. You want that stability. My man's right here. He's trying to pull up to the pole, and there's some speedo for shorties to see his junk. He want to buy a boat so he can have all the hoes on it. Like he's trying to live that life. He's trying to pull up in the flyers whip. He's trying to go to what you call it again when they take over the road and start doing the donuts and stuff. I don't remember what it's called, but all of that. That's the type of life he wants to live. He's not ready for this type of responsibility. He likes that she cleans, cooks, and gives him coochie, but everything else that comes with it, he probably wasn't ready for a baby. He's trying to stand up to the responsibility, but he's not mature enough for it, and that's unfortunate. Somebody responded and said he knew someone would bail them out to feed the baby, and no one would buy him a pool membership. It wasn't an accident; it was manipulation. It was calculated for sure. Fresh Tip said this part. It wasn't an accident. It was a calculation because she always fixes it and bails him out, so he manipulated that. Somebody said that this just screams loser. Him talking about did we get the money yet? Unfair Cranberry says, I was raised by parents like this and it all but destroyed my life. So please, please figure this out now. I'm telling you, when, relationships that shouldn't go past high and by, or if you guys want to take it there, some little bang, bang, rock the boat, rock the bed, I can make your bed rock type stuff. And it goes into these types of situations where babies are involved. The only person that truly, truly, truly is affected is the kids because he's not ready to be a father. I can tell you that. So when it comes down to co-parenting, even if he pays the child support, the kid ain't gonna see him as often enough, bro, because he just wants to be young. You're only young once, and he's trying to be that. Somebody said same. I grew up adding 3 times as much water to powdered milk to make it stretch for 3 kids for a week. We ate baby food for meals because that's what food pantries gave away. Every day was a scramble for my mom to find money. It affected my adult life more than I'd like to admit. And things affect people differently. Some people, they save, 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 save because they never had it. Other people overspend because they never have it now. They got it, so gee, I'm gonna spend it. You know what I mean? Billy said, yep, me too. I grew up in foster care because my mom would spend the benefit money going out clubbing all night and dad would use the rest to get takeaways and other ish. He'd have a new phone just about every other month. We went hungry and we were locked in our bedroom at night, all 3 of us siblings with the door handle taken off so we couldn't scrounge around for food. Dad has bipolar, but that doesn't excuse the blatant neglect we suffered through. Somebody said, I'm so sorry. I hope you're doing okay. He said, thank you. I'm not okay, but I'm taking it one day at a time. All the best. Oh, Lord. I wish him the best. No child deserves to go through that. And people don't understand that the children that are affected becomes adults that are traumatized. And if they don't heal, then they have kids and it just keeps going. It never ends. RG Cat says, this makes me want to go back in time and steal all 3 of you. I want superheroes who fix this issue. I'm gonna go do a couple more comments because we all agree she's not overreacting, and I don't know, I don't really see her coming to a good conclusion with him where it's not gonna end. That's what I see. I'm not gonna tell her to leave him, but that's what I see. He's not ready for this yet. He's not ready. Even possible at first, get a separate bank account and do not put his name on it. Can you stay with your mom for a bit until you can find a lawyer and start separating your finances? He's not going to change. And if he continues to have access to your money, he'll keep taking it. The op responded and said, we live with my sister. Oh, Jesus Christ. It just keeps getting worse. Oh, Jesus. Mm. They're not ready for this baby. They're not ready for the marriage. It's not about young. I don't look at people's ages. I look at people's maturity. They're not ready yet. They're not ready. He wants to go live that young life. He wants to be outside. He wants to be on the yacht. He want to, jet skis. Oh, putting up on the baddies. That's what he wants to do. And he's not ready for the responsibility of having to make the sacrifice of, okay, I know I want to fix my car up because we're having a car meet this weekend and I need to buy these parts, but my baby girl or my baby boy needs formula. And actually, I want to get him some shoes. I want to make sure my baby fly. I want to pull up outside with my baby. You know what I mean? I want to be a father. He's not there yet. She says, I live with my sister, so I told he'll have to go back to his parents, and he just said that's not how it works. I'll be making him get his things tonight. Hopefully, he doesn't get physical. And if he lives there for 30 days or more, which I'm assuming he did, is not how it works for real. You really can't make him get up out of there. Little Screechy Owl says, tell your sister she needs to tell him to leave. Two women and a baby should not be waiting around for a grown man to take care of his family. He's a sinkhole and he needs to go. Talmango says, from the comments you've posted about the continuation of this, he doesn't sound ashamed at all. He sounds mildly annoyed and doesn't feel in the wrong at all. He's not getting it through his head how badly he's effed up. And at this point, I don't think he ever will. He needs to go. He needs to be gone. Somebody said maybe he can live at the pool he got a membership at. Listen, that's funny, but so first it says this is how it works when you use bill and grocery money for fun things. Decisions have consequences. And somebody said maybe he can live at the pool that he got a membership for. He can't live there. Well, he could live on a boat because something tell me he listen. I don't know where he got the money from for a boat. Oh man, listen. Few more. Somebody says not how it works. Oh honey, you need to show him exactly how it works. If he can't be made to leave, you take the baby and leave. She don't got nowhere to go. She's in deep waters, and on the crazy part, she's the only person that can swim. And instead of being able to just focus on her kid, she can't because she has to be trying to keep him alive. And he is willing to drown both of them to not drown. To stay afloat, he's willing to put hands on both of their heads to keep himself up in the water. So he thinks you have to put up with his stupid behind, but you don't. I have two more comments. This person says something to keep in mind up. Since you live with your sister, she's absolutely within her rights to involve the police and have him present when he gets his stuff. It might be a good idea. If he's lived there for 30 days and got mail, good luck to both of you for real, for real. And this is my last comment. Effin Enigma says 53 male here. I raised 3 kids to adulthood completely alone. My kids always ate. They always had diapers, formula, and anything else, even when I didn't. So tell him to man the F up for his kid or leave him. Just know that after you leave him, you will not get any child support from him. Only excuses and drama, which is exactly what you're getting now. I'm telling you. Remind him that every single action he takes will have an effect on the way that he is seen by his child. I don't think he cares about that right now. They know even if they are not told, that child will grow up resenting him unless he grows up, no matter how much you try to cover for him. My kids blow my mind at how much they actually noticed as they grew up. I never spoke ill about their mother. In fact, I tried hard to speak good. It worked for a while, but then they got wiser. And let me just say from experience, kids know. They see and they feel when ish is off. My kids do not like or respect their mother. She recently tried contacting my oldest, who's 30, and it didn't go well. He needs to get his itch together, stop coddling him, and hold him accountable. And that's a perfect last comment to read. And I completely agree with this. This person being 53, I think being older and especially if you sometimes it's not even about age, it's about observation and experiences. And I'm telling you, based on his behavior, he's not ready. And it's the relationship is eventually gonna have to come to an end because he's gonna drown you if you don't. And he's not gonna pay child support because he doesn't see that as a responsibility. He feels like you and your family can take care of it. You can ask your mother for formula money and you live with your sister, you're not paying no bills. Like, why are you bothering me? I want to pull up in my car. I want to get the boat, and I have a pool membership because I need to see cheeks. Like, what are we doing? And he's not going to be bothered by the fact that he doesn't see the kid, and he might even be annoyed that you put him on child support. You might even walk around lying that he takes care of his kid. But then, 10 years from now, when he's 31, he can just start over and get somebody else pregnant. The difference with him starting over and you starting over, right? If you have the kid, is you have a representation of that relationship. He can go over and start with somebody else, build that family and be home with them and raise that family and never think about that other child that he has with you. And again, the only person that suffers is your child. I wish you the best. I really do. I wish you the best. And I hope this type of relationship definitely find nobody. Nobody at all. Okay? Because, and again, it's not about the age. Because I know people that's 50 right now that's mad childish. I know grown men that's 45, childish. Still on things that 21-year-olds be on. So it's not the age, it's about the maturity. So I'm out, man. I wish you the best, though.